Hey everyone, it's me, Miss Crichton. Today we're starting a brand new unit going all the way back to the beginning of U.S. history. Our FQ today is What is America's Origin Story? For our Do Now, you'll need to click the link to our Padlet. There are 5 different stories about how America began. Pick the origin story you think is most true and write a comment underneath explaining why you think it's true. You can also use the thumbs up and thumbs down to show which origin stories you think are true or false. Our new unit is going all the way back to the beginning of American history, or at least to the point where Europeans, Africans, and indigenous people first came together on the American continent. Our unit question that we'll keep coming back to is, what is America's origin story? The historian Roxanne Dunbar Ortiz says that origin narratives, or stories about how this all began, are central to a people's sense of unifying identity. However, origin stories may leave out key aspects of what actually happened and overemphasize others. There are a couple of popular origin stories that most Americans hear growing up, but all 3 of these stories leave out important parts of what really happened. Today we're going to take a closer look at Origin Story 2 and Origin Story 1 because they are in direct conflict with each other. Origin Story 2 says that America started in the year 1492 when a European explorer named Christopher Columbus discovered America for the first time. Before this, the Atlantic Ocean had completely separated the people in America from the people in Europe, Africa, and Asia, and they didn't know about each other at all. We just had a holiday to celebrate Columbus on October 12th. But Origin Story 1 says that America started when the first people came here around 28,000 years ago. They walked here over a land bridge made of ice that later melted away. The descendants of these first people are called indigenous or native. Christopher Columbus mistakenly called them Indians because he thought he was in India. He died not knowing that he had reached a new continent. Indigenous people built civilizations throughout North and South America and the Caribbean before the arrival of Christopher Columbus. Today, there are 50 million indigenous people in the Americas and about 5 million in the United States. And there are 4,000 indigenous languages in the world.
What does Christopher Columbus mean to me? A murder.
Christopher Columbus is a moron.
I think Christopher Columbus is, to put it lightly, a jerk.
Christopher Columbus? I think he's disgusting.
He brought over colonialism and tried to eradicate indigenous peoples on these lands.
That guy was a sailor lost at sea on these boats that were just about to fall apart. I mean, he didn't know where he was, or his whole conception of the world was completely erroneous, and why we celebrate this man is completely beyond me, but here we are rewriting that history in the way that it should be written.
I am here honoring our ancestors. I hated Columbus Day. Sure, it was a day off from school, from work, but I'm glad they changed it to Indigenous Peoples Day.
The most important Indigenous issue to me right now really is how we're portrayed in the media, or how we're not portrayed in the media. Invisibilization is a very real issue when it comes to many Native communities, and the fact that people don't even think that we exist. It's so important to have that visibility here in LA, to have a gathering of so many Indigenous people, to be so present and so loud and taking up space in a place that was traditionally ours.
You'll learn more about Christopher Columbus and Origin Stories 1 and 2 in today's assignment, which is in Schoology. That's it for this mini lesson. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.